Hello there, it's your friend Phil, Project Management Trainer and Coach. Today I'm about to show you a new tool for studying your ITTOs, specifically the inputs and outputs. Now there's another tool for studying the tools and techniques, but this is primarily for the inputs and outputs. So let's take a look. It's called ITTO Science Powercards. The way it works is you're shown a screen with a process and an output, and you're meant to guess where the output goes and what comes out of the process that output goes to. For example, take a look here. Process A gives you an output, and that output goes into another process that gives you an output. And then you see the answer on the next screen. So let's look at this example question. Question mark up here gives you the project charter. And the project charter goes into a process that gives you the stakeholder register. The answer is develop project charter, which gives you the project charter, and identify stakeholders, which gives you the stakeholder register. Now it's your turn. What goes in the first question mark that gives you the project charter? Okay, what goes in the second question mark that gives you requirements documentation? If you guessed develop project charter and collect requirements, you're correct. And the good thing about this tool is it will continue to test you, and as you go through the different questions, you'll find stuff you don't know, and you'll be able to close the gaps by checking the PMBOK guide and seeing what the answer really looks like in either the data flows or the tables in the PMBOK guide. Let's take a look at this one. Control quality gives you something that goes into a process that gives you accepted deliverables. So for those of you who've studied enough, you know that accepted deliverables are the last deliverable type in the PMBOK guide, and that is when your customer reviews your deliverable, which is called, at that point when the customer is reviewing it, a verified deliverable before it becomes an accepted deliverable. So I've given you the answer. Control quality gives you a verified deliverable, which becomes an input to validate scope. And there's your answer. Let's take a look at a couple more. Identify risks gives you something, and that goes into a process that gives you activity resource requirements. If you've looked at the PMBOK guide enough, you'll probably remember that identify risks only gives you the risk register. And you'll also realize that the only place activity resource requirements can come from is estimate activity resources. And there are the answers. So, this goes on and on and on. I would highly advise you, if you're struggling with your inputs and outputs, get this tool, read the over 150 questions that you're going to get that will keep testing and testing you to make sure you truly understand the content. As you can see, there are 196 questions, and this will really give you a good run for your time. Now follow the link below or on the screen. Remember, it's a PDF, so you can open it on your smartphone, you can open it on your laptop, and you can truly maximize time by pinpointing those pesky ITTO relationships. The big deal about this tool is it forces you to recall the relationships. I would highly advise it if you have been struggling with ITTOs, If you have been into the exam and the exam beat you up, hey, maybe the ITTOs was the problem. This will definitely help you for the input and the output relationship. Also look out for the second part of this tool, which is primarily focused on the tools and techniques. So get this if you're struggling with the inputs and outputs. Get the other one if you're struggling with tools and techniques. All the best on your test.